Hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome to Soul Whispers with Michelle. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate or you're fighting the story in any way or it just doesn't make sense to you, go ahead and leave it behind for the souls that it's meant to find. May love hold you. May truth guide you. And may you be released from whatever is not yours. And so it is, my friends. All right, let's take a look at what is going on within your energy. Okay, we have the Princess of Jars. It looks like there's we're navigating this emotional connection that you received. Or it's either an emotional connection that has entered or an emotional message, okay, that you received. Let's see what cycle we're in with this. We've got the 𝗤𝗏𝗀, which is the High Priestess. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? All right, let's take it through. 𝗤𝗏𝗀 is typically about, or the High Priestess is really about that subconscious energy for me. And really being connected to both the conscious and the subconscious. So I feel like you're in this particular cycle where you're trying to assess what this message really means to you. Like it's hitting you somewhere deep down, and in a way it feels like you're still trying to figure this out. Whatever this message was, or this connection that may have entered your reality. Let's see what you don't see. We've got the Six of Wands. You don't see a transition of your energy coming. Okay, there's going to be more vitality. There's going to be an ability to progress yourself forward, like a motivation and an I guess it would just be the motivation to actually go through with it, right? So the switch between not having to have the energy to do the things you feel like you need to do, it seems like what you don't see coming here is there's going to be a transition out of that. And it does seemingly have to do with this new connection or this new, or this message that really connected with you is affecting you. Let's see the higher knowledge associated with this. We have the Princess of Swords. A new awareness is going to be received. And I think that's what it was. Whatever this either new connection or this just emotional resonant message is allowing you to see something from a very different perspective, which is going to help progress you forward. Let's see what the key to this message or connection is. We've got the Five of Jars. That's super interesting. So this message was, I feel, the key to your focus. Either this message or connection that came in is helping or will help with the awareness of what you are focusing on. So it appears that you're focused more on grief and loss. And so perhaps this message that came in was, or is coming in, is something to show you what you still have left. Because there's some key in that for you. Well, there are connections that you've definitely lost here. There are remaining connections. So I feel like this awareness that's going to come in has to do with that. Now let's see what more you have to learn. We've got the Ten of Wands. I feel like this is how to drop the burden. This is what you have to learn. And maybe this new connection or this emotional message, whatever it is, it seems like they are, or this message was a reminder of support, that you don't have to actually carry the grief alone, that you can actually, I don't know, it's almost like the feeling I'm getting here is like you explaining to somebody what you're going through and how you feel. And with this Ten of Wands, you're very burdened. It's really affecting your vitality, affecting the way that you have energy to do the things that you really want to do. And so I feel like learning to unload that burden, so to speak, by just either and it can be to other people, but it doesn't have to be. You can support yourself by writing down how you're feeling, at least getting it out of your body so that you can make this. Didn't we have, oh, that was in a different reading. What I was feeling is a Six of Swords energy in which you can, or even I suppose that that's what it was, a Six of Wands energy. Because when you release this burden, you can then transition your energy to something else. And you're not putting a ton of energy into this. And it appears to be the grief or loss or a lost connection. I would say what keeps you in balance. We have the Two of Swords. And I think this has to do with the choice. And I think this has to do with the choice to really receive either the message that was given or the connection that you've recently had. It feels more like allow that to be your truth. I don't know if maybe, somebody came in and said something, and even though it resonates, it's like you don't want to accept it, that what they said may be true. It looks like the choosing to see the truth in the matter is what's going to unburden you. We're going to go to foundation. We have the Three of Jars. It's interesting. It's like you're laying down the foundation here with that Three of Jars is progressing your connection. So it could be in a relationship, or it could be that thing that you're resonating with when that message came in, whatever that thing that you were strongly connected to. So again, it can be that a person came in. It can be that an idea came in that you're very connected with. You have to see where this fits in your life. But it seems as though the foundation being laid here is for you to progress that connection that you've made. And in a way, I think that is also what is going to help you drop this burden. And help you focus on what is remaining so that you can progress and advance what is remaining for you. Let's see what resource you have available to you. We have the Delphic Bee, which is the Hierophant. It's like you have guidance. I also feels like with a Hierophant that you have available to you the education or the information that is required for you to build upon this connection. So whether it's you going on the internet and learning all about this connection or whatever this is. But it is learning a belief system or a really good foundation for whatever this connection is that came in. I don't know about the timing. We have the Magician. So it's interesting with the timing to have the Magician, because the Magician is basically the way that you manifest, or the power to manifest, which is all of the elements combined, right? What you believe, where you put your energy, which is that fire, and what you feel connected to, which is that water element, is how you make your decisions. And those decisions are reflected in your reality, which is what the Pentacles are. So it feels like the timing of, I get confused with this clock being here as to what that actually relates to. I feel like it corresponds with when is the timing of this message? Like, when is the message or connection that you've recently received going to be utilized in a way, if that's the right word to use? And the Magician is like when you take control of what I just talked about. When you take control of your thoughts and direct them to the stronger connections you have, you're going to find motivation and willpower within that. And when you do that, that's when your reality changes. So I feel like that's when you'll see the true manifestation of this connection that you've recently encountered. Let's see what keeps you connected to this connection. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's cultivating. Like, if you know that this is what you're connected to, what are you going to do with that? Okay. What are you going to do in the physical to take care of, to cultivate this connection? And what does that mean? What kind of person do you need to be in order to cultivate this connection, to make that connection be whatever it is that you really want it to be? And if it was a message and not a person, what about that message? What can you do in your physical reality in order to cultivate this connection? What's going to be revealed? We have Death. That's super interesting. Well, there's certainly going to be an end. I almost wonder, because it's in this direct line, I feel like it's an end of being overburdened. And almost the way that this is reading, it's like there's going to be connections or people that come in to help you drop the burden that you are currently under. Let's see. And then finally, how to protect this connection. We've got the Eight of Wands. Putting all your energy into it. Making the conscious decision to put all of your energy and all of your focus on this connection or this message of connection, or whatever you connected to within this message. That's where you want to focus your energy. And if you do so, it looks like that's where you're going to learn how to drop your burden and allow support to come in. And And that's what I have for you. If you felt supported by this message and you would like to support me back, my Venmo and PayPal are located in the description. If you'd like to support me in a free way, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel will do just that. I also love to see emojis, so if you want to drop an emoji in the comment of what best suits your energy at this point, I would love to see that. All right, until the next whisper, my friends.